Hello friends, welcome back to another video tutorial from Shomu's Biology, and in this video lecture we want to talk about vertebrates. Okay, so let me take a color and again let me write it big. We are going to talk about vertebrates. Okay, so this is our discussion today. So the general features, and we are going to talk about the summary about the vertebrates, right? Obviously it's not possible to discuss everything about vertebrate in one slide because we are going to talk about the different classes of vertebrates in the different videos, but today it's a summary of vertebrates. So like every single video I'm going to talk about the first of all I'm going to talk about the characteristics. Okay, characteristics of vertebrates, and here we'll be talking about only general characteristics because, so again divide them into two different portions here. One is the general characteristics, another one is spatial characteristics. Okay, so let us put the important features here in the general characteristics. What is the general characteristics? First of all, they all have bilateral body symmetry. This is the very first thing. Second thing that vertebrates have, they are triploblastic. Obviously they are triploblastic. They are coelomates means obviously they have fully formed coelom structure, body cavity, and they have what is known as cephalization, or means they have proper head and brain structure fully formed. These are the general characteristics. The spatial characteristics somehow now in this case are different. The spatial characteristics here goes like, the very first things first is the presence of notochord. The presence of notochord, the presence of notochord in the embryo stage, in the embryonic stage. This is very important. This is huge. This is what keeps vertebrates separated from the invertebrates, right? And this notochord, after the development, once at the end of the developmental phase, incorporated in a vertebral column. Okay, so it turned into vertebral column, that in turn made into what is known as nerve cord or a spinal cord. Okay, this is the structure that this notochord formed after the full development completes. The second important feature is that their skin, the vertebrate skin, covered with exoskeleton. Skin covered with exoskeleton. We know the exoskeleton is present outside for insects, but in this case what we mean by skins covered with exoskeleton is that we have either hairs present on the surface of the skin, scales present on the surface of the skin, or what else feathers can be found on the surface of the skin, etc. Hairs found in mammals, scales found in amphibians and reptiles, feathers found in aves, scales also found in pieces, right? So these modifications are also there. The third important feature that they have is they have pharyngeal slits, and they also have post-anal tail, means when the anus ends still they have an extension, so a post-anal tail. Although it's not common for all, like in humans we have a very small extension known as coccyx, right? Post-anal tail is present in that case. And apart from that, as I said, pharyngeal slits are present. Okay, all these things are there. Now what we want to talk about, we are going to talk about the classes. Okay, because in this case we don't need to, like, we are not going to talk about in details of all the different things, but we are going to break the classes down now. So what are the different classes? Let me break classes down, the vertebrate classes, into mainly two different types at the very beginning, then I'll break them down further. So first of all, pieces. or pices you can say, and then tetrapods. Tetrapods, okay. So now we can break the spices down into three different class. I can put it here. One is Anatha. Look at the spelling very carefully. Second one is Chondrichthyes. Chondrichthyes. And the third one is Osteichthyes. Hope I am writing the correct spelling. Osteichthyes. Anatha, Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes. Mainly these two types, Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. Anatha means jawless fish. Jawless. Okay. Jawless. And these two with jaw. Okay. The details about Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes will be discussed in the separate video. Now the tetrapod on the other hand is divided. It is divided again. So let me write tetrapod division like this. Amphibia. Okay, amphibia, reptilia, aves, and the fourth one, mammals, mammalia. Okay, amphibia, reptilia, aves, and mammalia. Amphibia means amphibians. We know all the examples out there, right? Frog, for example. Let's take a different color. Okay, frog. Reptilia, snake, lizard, dinosaurs. Birds are the example of aves, for example, pigeon. Mammalia, human, whale, okay, etc., etc. All these things. Now the example, if I'm going to go for the Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. The example of Chondrichthyes, shark, stingray. Osteichthyes, rohu, Labiorohita. Okay. For example. So these are all the different classes that we have. Now what are the different organ system that they have in this case? So let's talk about the organ system, right? Because we always talk about the organ system. So about organ system of vertebrates. So first of all the organs are fully formed here, okay? All the organs are fully formed. The only organ which has differences in their structure and morphology is the heart structure itself between amphibian, reptiles, aves and mammalia, okay? So first of all, if we talk about the circulatory system, circulation, it is closed circulation, totally closed circulation system is found. Second thing, excretion or excretory system. About excretion, kidneys are involved in the osmoregulation. Kidneys are involved in osmoregulation and excretion. Number 3, nervous system. Nervous system is again fully formed. Nerves are present, sensory organs are present. Okay. So started with ganglia and then forms what? Neurons. And they have sensory organs. Sensory organs. Okay. Fourth thing, respiration. Using gills, skin, because different classes use different respiratory organ, and also pharyngeal cavity, which is known as buccopharyngeal cavity, BUCCO, pharyngeal cavity as well as lungs, because we use lungs, right? So all these things are present. Now what about the reproduction? Because I write reproduction separately. Reproduction, what about it? Sexes are separate, so we have male female separated for all of them, but there is only one exception, and that is hagfish. Hagfish don't have male female separation. Apart from hagfish, all the others have male female separation, and their fertilization event, the fertilization event can be internal in case of human, internal fertilization, or external fertilization in case of fish. Okay, and the growth can be either internal or external. External growth of the organism is for birds, internal growth for organism is humans or mammals, you can say. Okay, so these are the general features, classification of vertebrate. Okay, so I believe you have a clear idea about the vertebrates characteristics. Now as we go on talking about the different classes of vertebrates, we are going to talk even more details about individual classes, okay, and their respective body organ system. So this is all about vertebrate. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to our channel to get more and more videos like that in future, and please press the bell icon so that you get notified when we upload a new video. Thank you.